Ooh, it's been a little bit since I've recorded something last, because my internet was kind of, you know, crapping out. Well, actually it was working, but when I record stuff and all, I do it on my laptop. And my wireless, for some reason, wasn't connecting. So, I had to, like, get a new router or something to that effect. Because when I just upload from, you know, this computer. But, well, you know, it's a lot faster doing it on my computer than the other one, because the other one's kind of old and it takes forever, and I would have to buy a, I don't know, a USB thing, something that you can save something on and transfer it, something like that, whatever. I didn't want to bother with that, but whatever, it's good, it's over, done with. We finally got that last summon, which was, Bambi. Now, finally, we can start attempting to finish the game. But I want to check Hollow Bastion anyway, since, you know, we have to go here first, regardless. I could swear, like I'm trying to find the last Cura upgrade, Curagra, blah blah, whatever you call it. But I can't seem to, like, cause I actually kind of went here before, trying to figure out, you know, how to get it, cause I thought that's where you get it from. I thought, you know, Aerith gives it to you. Aerith. I don't know. Is it Aerith or Aeris? Wait, I've heard it pronounced differently. See, I thought she gives it to you, but apparently she does not. Can I talk to Leon? Nope. Nothing about Ansem, and I don't really care. Even though apparently he's the main bad guy. But whatever, I don't really need it. It's not a big deal. Just get out of here and just go to the end of the world. Which is kind of an interesting name. Is it really the end of the world? Actually, that sounds pretty ominous. I'm gonna go to the end of the world. Yeah, I could cut this out, but it's like, you know, it's the final battle, sort of. Even though when you head to Hollow Bastion, you're kind of thinking, oh, it's the final battle, but it's actually not. Whatever. Okay, I guess it's taking its time to load. Ooh, it's even more darker here. Well, at least it's not all those creepy psychedelic colors now. And the Heartless seem to be slightly more threatening. At least some of these ships are. As of right now, you know, since Halloween is coming up, AMC's been, like, showing, you know, non-stop horror movies, which is actually pretty cool. I've actually seen, like, Halloween, what was it, Halloween 4 and 5, and they've, like, shown Night of the Living Dead, Flight of the Living Dead, Survival of the Living Dead, Diary of the Dead, something of the Dead. This is interesting how many movies George Romero makes of the dead. When it was like, you know, then they had The Walking Dead. I love that show though. Walking Dead. It's like 2 episodes in as of right now. I am curious as to where that little girl Sophia ran off to. I mean, granted, I'm one of those people that's like, you know, screw it. It's not my child. Let's just leave. But, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, to be fair, if it was my child, I'd stay out there and search for it. But, you know, during a zombie apocalypse, the rules change. In my opinion, it does. Oh, here we are, end of the world. Nice place.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
You betcha!
But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
Well,
This is a
all
Heartless
gonna die?
world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
huh?
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll return this. I promise.
Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Anyway, yeah. Our hearts will be okay. Our bodies might be torn to shreds, but our hearts will be okay, and that's all that matters. Yeah, this is how... I don't know what triggered these battles. I'm assuming they're random. I'm not sure if they're just staged. Every once in a while, like a random ball will come down, and then you have to fight these things. What are they called? I don't remember. They're kind of obnoxious. And only because they keep moving around. Can't open it. It's interesting after a battle, you kind of have to wait a while. I don't know why. Ooh, power up. So you kind of had to know where to go by like these little where those little stones are pointing, like the one I'm standing on. Well, I might as well just... It's the final hurrah of the game, so I might as well just, you know, make use of these items. I never tend to do that when I play this game. Half the time I forget I have items. Oh, this place is called Final Dimension. I've never paid attention to that, honestly. First time I've noticed this. Okay, so while I'm doing this... While I was, I was thinking about that Walking Dead, and like... I don't know whether it's irony or whatever, but right at the end of the season premiere, when Rick, like, asked from a sign from God he's doing the right thing, not too long after that, his son gets shot. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cruel. Is that the sign? Is he not doing the right thing? I mean, this is awful. I mean, the guy's going through enough already. I mean, it's one thing to be in a hospital, wake up, and find out there's a zombie apocalypse going on. Then you're gonna find your family. And then you do. And you find him, that's cool. And then all of a sudden, like, well, he's now self-appointed leader now. He took over from Shane, which I don't know. I'm getting the feeling Shane doesn't really like that at times. But then again, he did just sleep with his wife. There's another interesting aspect too of it. Like, you know, he slept with his wife, but they thought he was dead. And then he comes back, and then like Lori's like pissed at Shane because she's like, you know, you told me he was dead. He's like, I didn't know. Like, I thought he was dead. I couldn't really tell. To be honest, he couldn't tell. All that crap that was going on while he was at the hospital, he couldn't hear a heartbeat. So, but he shut the door in, so nothing could get in there at him. And, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that was weird. Actually, to me, it's actually kind of funny. Just the whole aspect is like, you know, are they ever gonna find out? Is Rick ever gonna find out? Are they ever gonna tell him? I have a feeling it's gonna come out sooner or later. No, At this point, these things are easy to kill. Now I've gotten to like a high enough level where I can kill it like pretty much in a minute. Maybe less than a minute or slightly over. So also here, Walking Dead, I found out is actually it's not a comic, well, a graphic novel or something. So you could, if you read the graphic novel, you kind of know what's gonna happen. But I haven't, so you know, I'll keep it like that, just to like be surprised. The ending of the first episode of this season certainly surprised me. I mean, granted, I knew something bad was gonna happen. I mean, I was actually laughing at that scene because, you know, him just standing there looking at a deer, and I'm like, oh, something bad is going to happen right here, and it does. So I'm kind of wondering, like, it looked like this season, granted on the little trailers they show, I wonder if Rick's just gonna snap, because I certainly would. I could not take that responsibility of being leader and having to make all these decisions. Plus, you know, the mother of that girl he had to save is like constantly bitching at him. Well, not so much bitching, but like Rick's wife pointed out, apparently she keeps staring at him with like all this hate or something. To be fair, when that zombie was after her daughter, she didn't do anything. Rick's the one that had to jump up and chase after her and save her. There's something else I noticed. When he told her to stay in that little small hole or whatever, he said, like, stay here. If I don't, something to the effect that if I don't come back, then head straight in that direction. Keep the sun on your left shoulder. And he said, you know, if I don't come back, which he hadn't really gotten that far before she had, like, taken off somewhere. I'm just wondering, like, I'm wondering if she's dead, or, but I don't know if I'll have the balls to kill off a child, but, well, I'll have the balls to shoot a child, but I'm just so curious about what's gonna happen. Like, is she gonna be gone like the entire season? Kind of like, what's that guy's name? The brother, the one that carries the crossbow all the time, the badass of the group. Like, his brother, like, has been gone since probably half of the first season. I wonder if he'll show up again this season. Granted, to fair, he was causing a lot of problems, being, you know, a racist and all that crap. It was just like, wow. I'm actually surprised he survived. I was hoping he would die, but then again, that's just me. I've noticed something with the show, the people you want to die the most don't seem to die. Like, I want that girl Andrea to die. I'm sorry, she's a bitch. I mean, what? She's just like pissed at the old guy, I don't know his name. She's pissed at him because, you know, she's gonna let herself be killed in that explosion from last season. You know, just like that black chick did. I don't know her name. You know, just suicide or whatever. But the old guy's like, no, you know, I'm not gonna let you die. Well, if you're gonna die, I'm gonna die with you. You don't come into someone's life and then just go away. And you know, Andrea's all emo-ish because her sister got killed by zombies. And anyway, I lose my train of thought. I just realized I'm using Dumbo for the first time. Dumbo's not very interesting. Then again, none of the summons are. So anyway, yeah, he stays there. He's gonna stay there with her, but I guess she didn't want his death to be on her hands, so she left with him. And now she's pissed at him. Oh, she wanted a gun too, but he didn't want to give it to her because he's afraid, you know, she's just gonna shoot herself. Which, in my opinion, I'm just, you know, just let her have the gun. Let her shoot herself. I mean, hell, a bullet to the head will probably kill her in that instant, just like being blown up would have been, you know, quick and instant. So, why is she bitching about it? I mean, she was bitching about it the whole episode, the fact that, you know, Lori got a gun. Lori set her ass straight. Actually, she set everybody straight for the most part. Well, at least the two people who were kind of being bitches, which was the mom and Andrea. And then you've got the black guy who's like, what is it? What's his name? T-Dog or whatever? I think yeah, they're calling him like T-Dog or something. I don't know, T something, stereotypical black guy name. And apparently he's going crazy because he got that infection from the cut on his arm. What's the Asian dude's name? See, a lot of these guys, I don't know their names, so I just call him Asian dude. Did they like tell him to go on ahead? I completely forgot in the second episode. They're like, oh, go on ahead. I'm like, what? Asian guy's like one of the cool people, because you know, he doesn't really have any. He doesn't have any problems, or he doesn't really cause any problems. He's just kind of there. Well, the first season he was like the strategist, like, okay, here's how the city is, we need to go here and do this and do that. That's what we need to do. He hadn't done much this season. I'm like, oh, come on, don't get rid of him, he's pretty awesome. I guess he just doesn't, he doesn't have conflict at the moment with anyone else. Everyone else usually got a conflict with somebody. And then, when they were at the church, Andrea wanted to go off with Shane because she overheard Shane and Lori bitching at each other. And like, you know, because Shane, I'm so confused. I can kind of understand Shane's point of view. I mean, she told him, don't come near her or her son again, and that's pretty much what he does. He pretty much just gives her the cold shoulder and, you know, her son the cold shoulder. And then when he does, she's like, oh, you crushed him. How would you do that? And he's like, I'm doing what you told me to do. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's very confusing. Well, whatever. I guess Shane was going to leave, but I guess after... what is his son's name? Is it Carl? I think it's Carl. After he gets shot, I guess he's sticking around for a while. Go figure. And it was pretty funny when you find out that doctor is actually just a vet. And Lori seems kind of pissed about it. I'm like, well, at the moment, the vet is kind of the best chance you've got for saving the son. He has medical experience. It's on animals, but it's some medical experience. Have I just spent this entire episode pretty much talking about The Walking Dead? Wow. Well, nothing else is really happening. I've just been fighting stuff and collecting items, so what else can I talk about? Oh, jeez. That's so much crap. I should probably just... Well, I could sell it later on. A lot of this stuff is kind of useless to me anyway. Oh,